Locks out chats, Tism kicks in. Got the same do at the moment. Thank you for the $3 Australian. Maybe for chat, I'll like comb it a certain way and condition it a certain way and make sure it's a little bit less frizzy. Just so chat's okay with it. You know? Maybe I'll have to do that and make sure it's styled in a certain way. Otherwise, chat won't like it, you know? So maybe I'll have to just make sure to style it and, you know, straighten it and condition it and comb it and do a certain type of drying technique with a crimp with the comb, because they're all gay little fucks that half of them are receding and balding in their 20s. See ya. Jesus Christ, guys. It's just hair, man. Maybe I'll get it cut a certain way soon. But I just buzz cut my hair once a year and this is where we're at after like 6 months. What if you date a girl, she wants the salad tossed? It depends how long we've been dating. What do you mean salad tossed, though? Nom nom? It depends. I'm not opposed to it unless it's just a one-night thing. If it was a relationship, then I would definitely do so. Your lack of beanie is throwing off the balance to my daily schedule. Don't like it, don't like it. I can't keep wearing the beanie every day, dude. All right, guys, I'll put conditioner in my hair. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. I think it looks all right. I think you lot are pretty gay about it, man. Jesus, why do you care? Fucking hell. I literally get out of the shower, dry it a bit, and then blow dry it, and then do that. And then it just sits a bit like this on my head. Jesus, you lot are gay. Thank you for the 5. Thank you for the 2. Maybe some college football. I don't know if I'm interested at all. Can you explain the Piper body cam thing, please? He used to be a police officer in Philadelphia. And they fired him because he kept turning his body cam off. So the new nickname for Joe Pyfer is Body Cam Off Pyfer. He used to be a cop in Philly. Way back when. Early days, you know. Early days of his life. Like when he was in his 20s. Like early 20s. And they had to fire him because once every Friday he went the whole day with his body cam off. On like the most heated night of the week. You know what I'm saying? And he used to come back to the station with like bloody knuckles and all of this type of stuff. And it was kind of crazy, but yeah, that's the origin of the name. Nah, I'm joking. He just seemed... Bedtime MMA said he looks like a cop, or he looks like he'd be an abusive cop. And then the memes in his comments says body cam off, Pyfer. So that's where it started. It was a Bedtime MMA comment section meme, or chat section meme. Thank you, Sheepherder, for the $5. I might be all right. Sure, kid. Bring your CV up here, folks. Guru to Dylan. Thank you for the £2. Yeah, bring it up here. Let me see that thing. Come on. How would RDR do against MVP? I think he'd beat him. He'd take him down and sub him early. He could get chinned early, but I do think he'd take him down and sub him. Tsarukian gets all of his teeth knocked out by Dan Hook and knee and tries to act tough in the post-fight. He's just a squad, brother. You know this. I love this shit. I mean, I didn't even want this, you know. This is just a hobby for me. I don't even care about my loss, brother, because you know I'm rich anyway. You know, this is just fun for me and good for him. You know, it's good for him. You know, it's I don't know if you'd start crying. Thank you for the $5. On average, every 1.5 seasons, I'd laugh so hard if Armin started hiding behind the fact that he's rich once he lost. I don't even care because I just going to drive a supercar after this, you know. So it's going to be okay. I'm so empty inside. Thank you for that. I don't know. Thank you for the 5. On average, every 1.5 seasons, a Dana White's Contender Series signee has fought for the belt. Which Dana White's Contender Series signee from the last 2 seasons do you think fights for a belt next? What a fucking nerd. Giving me a proper fucking essay. Well, I'm glad you asked. Curtis Campbell. Ooh, Curtis Campbell, dude. He's going to be a world champ. I'm telling you. Gabriel Roman. I appreciate the membership, man. Thank you. Tabet maybe. I don't know if Tabet's even good yet though. We don't know yet. He hasn't fought an opponent yet, a fighter. Delano looked good, yeah. Thoughts on APFC India? Why are they still trying with them? I don't know. I'm not sure. Kind of weird to call it a poo FC, you know? Ludovic Klein. Rebecca's a bit too scrappy for my liking. I think Ludovic can slow that shit down. Impression of Tony and BJ on a raft in the desert. Yeah! Yeah! I made fire! Put it out, man. The aliens are gonna fucking see us. No! This took me fucking 3 days, BJ, we're gonna fucking starve. You gotta stop. No, man. Dude, this is where the aliens find out where we are. We gotta put it out. BJ, we're gonna die. We're gonna die if you put this out. No, let's scuff it away. Good. Look, see? See, we're safe now. Oh, God, BJ Penn. Thank you for the 2. Will you get more WWE shows in the USA? No, I'm not going to WWE. I've never been to a WWE show. Thank you. I guaranteed keep one of them. You see John Pork's inbred fans get mad at his nickname? Yeah, it is pretty wild, to be fair. I remember a time, chat. Do you remember being here when we raided Farah Sahabi? I was doing the research for Amy and Zahabi earlier today, and I was thinking about it. Do you remember when we raided Farah Sahabi's stream? And it was at a time when you guys used to spam pig emojis in the chat. And he had a fucking meltdown because he thought that there was like some anti-Muslim raid in his chat, mocking him for not being able to eat pork. So he was saying shit like, ha, very funny, you guys. Talking shit, you know, you think you're so clever, huh? Spamming pigs because I'm a Muslim. And he had a fucking meltdown and started banning everyone in chat. He was timing out everyone in his chat room. And then they had to get across to him, dude, no, this is a supporting raid. It was just, they call me the pig, you know? Everyone's called me the pig for every day for the past 7 years. Well, then you get, buddy. Thank you for the membership, Savio Pimentel. Appreciate you. You need a tan? Nah, if I get one, I get one. I thought Brendan was from Louisiana. Why they have him with the Canadian flag? I don't know. He is from Louisiana, isn't he? Maybe he's like French Louisiana, like French Canadian Cajun type thing. I don't know why they'd have him with the Canadian flag, though. It's kind of probably a mistake. Some false advertisement, you know? Brendan Allen saying, I just, you know, everyone in the building, everyone's building this false sense of he's just not that guy. He's never had anyone put it on him and have to withstand it. He's just not that guy. He's not. Dude, the way Brendan Allen talks about these contenders that are all proven better than him because he's lost 7 times is actually insane levels of delusion. I had to tweet about that earlier. I held back a fucking vicious tweet at Amy and Zahabi, you know. He said if he beats Vera, he's going to get a title shot. I'm sick of these guys saying they'll get a title shot with a win. Who was the other guy that did that? Oh, Yusuf Zalal off beating Josh Emmett was saying the same thing as well. No fighters have never been more delusional than this shit, man. It's fucking annoying. It hurts. It pains me, chat. It truly, truly pains me. Gene Silver did that too. I know. Yucky, yucky, yucky. Anyone think any of the current guys ever get as bad as Tito? Nah, modern day fighters won't get as bad. If Jim Miller's not going to get bad, I think it's better these days in terms of CTU. Chat, yes or no? I know there's the Lee Murray story, but I bet you anything, it's not about the KOs in the fights, man. I bet you anything Tito had been flatlined about 50 times in the gym in his career. Not even, maybe not flatlined, but like badly slept. You know? That's where I think it comes down to. Chuck, he kind of had a granite chin and got slept. But I reckon in the old gym days, these guys were getting slept multiple times a month. Sometimes like a couple times during the training camp. Whereas I think nowadays that's something that just doesn't happen. Normally you would hear it as breaking news. Like O'Malley got a concussion in his training camp for so-and-so, you know? And then it would be big news, and then he took 3 weeks off sparring. It's like an excuse. But I think back in the day, they were genuinely sleeping each other. The two. What kind of script is Cejudo writing for Tabet? Ooh, I don't know, dude. You'll come up with some fun stuff for sure. Hey, Tabet, why did you mention that you've been vaping in training camp, man? This is true, guys. He's been vaping in training camp. No, I haven't, Cejudo. I don't know who told you that. No, guys, it's true. If you don't believe me, just look up Peyton Tabet vape video on. Dude, Cejudo could have some bangers at that press conference. Hey, I heard that this guy is not even, he's going to gas out, man. He's been vaping in training camp, man. I seen it. No, I fucking haven't. I've been taking this very seriously. No, come on, guys. You got to look up Peyton Tabet vape video on Twitter, and it'll come up. Thank you for the 5. Impression of Bilal pressing you for not checking in with him before coming to America. So, why? You think you can just come to America and that's it? No, you can't. You know, like, you gotta look at my ugly face for 2 minutes. That's the punishment. You gotta try look at my face without turning. Put him tire shop, brother. Put him. How do you think Ilia versus Arman goes? Ilia KO round 2. Lucas had put up weight just to mock you. I'm pretty strong. I haven't tested my strength in ages. I haven't lifted anything heavy in ages, but I'm weird strong. So, you know, maybe you could, mate. Maybe you actually could. That's how it goes. Sometimes that's how it goes. You know what I mean? Tom leaves his chin up, but so does Garn, but people don't talk about it because, yeah, I know everyone talks about it. Yeah, Garn does leave it up as well. He does. Yeah, Lucas is strong from like a bodybuilding perspective, but I'm strong from like a strongman perspective, I think. Thoughts on Rakic versus... I could 1 rep max 100. I didn't do it, but I definitely could have pushed for 110 kg in like when I was 15 on a bench. So I am weird strong. Thoughts on Rakic versus Azamat? I belong to the top. I post weight cut. You never know. Thank you for the 2. Starbursts now and laters. Starbursts or now and laters? I don't even know what now and laters are. Who wins in an elevator, you or Pantoja? Still Pantoja. Probably fucking toe holds me. Snaps my toes. Finger manipulation and shit like that. Aspinall gym vlog when? Soon, brother. As soon as he replies to my DM, brother. The plan was to do an interview with him and then at the end of it ask him, you know, sometime, Aspinall, after this big win, we can do some wrestling in a gym or something, you know? Good bit of content. But, no response yet from Big Tom. Megan Thee Stallion's latest posts. I know, she's hot. I didn't see the other guy's chat. That's my bad. Oh, okay, yeah. It wasn't you that was claiming the shit. Thank you for the 5. I'm his buddy. I saw him bench it. He's Indian. All right, now I know it's bullshit. The whole fucking argument just came down like a house of cards. Like a house of poo. What? He put what in our water supply? I mean, come on, you guys. In the cage, who's more entertaining, Ilia or Conor? Conor, man. Conor. It was Conor. Because with Conor chat, yes or no, it's the in-between stuff. But no, maybe Ilia, dude. But we'll see if Ilia keeps it up. Probably Ilia. I'm going to say win for win, obviously, right? I'll say Ilia, but I don't know. There's something about when Conor was moving, like, Conor was throwing, like, jumping switch kick, jump switch knee, wheel kick. When he was first coming up at featherweight, it was lead hook kick. It was cooler to watch, even if it wasn't more devastating. So I say Ilia's more devastating, but Conor was cooler to watch. The style, right? That's what I'd say. Impression, I've already read it. I agree with your Contender Series video for $2. Thank you for the 10 Outdoors of Eden. Guru, I need you to do a meet and greet in Nashville. Also, how did Brady not get a single 10-8 from the judges in the fight with Leon? 0 significant strikes from Leon in round 2 because he was on the back on bottom in some moments, right? Which doesn't look as dominant. Yeah, if he was Chimaev or he was Dagestani, you would have got some 10-8 rounds in there for sure. It's kind of unfortunate. Meet and greet in Nashville. I want to do a meet and greet. I just know it will go wrong because there's too many retards looking to make some kind of name. You know? And I'm going to have to be the bigger man again. And not clatter some fucking cunt's jaw off and get arrested or some shit. Or I'll just get jumped. That's the alternative, right? If I don't go first, I go last. And then I get cracked on the chin on video. I reckon at least if I did a meet and greet and posted about it, at least 1 or 2 people would be like, now's our chance to crack him on the chin on video and post it on Twitter. It's just there's so much demand for it out of like inbred fucking rodents, you know what I mean? So I don't know. So I don't even want to be in that position. But if I could plan it and organize it well, I would. I would, you know. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. I just don't need to. I don't get any joy out of that. I know it would be cool for you guys to maybe meet me, but I don't know. Maybe I'll see if this Brandon... I know I'm going to meet Brandon Buckingham. He's going to do some kind of video with me over there. So maybe he'll know some way of doing that type of stuff. Maybe you could help me out with it. Thank you for the 10. He's pretty based. Thank you for the 2 Canadian, Matt. Corey Nerdhagen said he'd beat you at anything. Okay. Thank you for the 2. Hey, Guru, still don't understand... Imagine Guru in Nashville with a cowboy hat. I want to do shit like that when I go out there, you know? I don't know if I need someone with me to vlog it with me. Maybe I'll bring my brother with me. Maybe I'll bring my brother with me or something. I want someone to vlog it so I can actually enjoy life a little bit and do some activities and such. And I can do like a different video for every place that I go to. And in each video, I try and meet up with a fighter. So Boston maybe what, Sean Brady and Joe Pyfer. And me and Joe Pyfer go on like a buddy cop type thing and cruise around and he turns the body cam off at some point and we try and catch someone, do a sting mission or something. Maybe me and Joe Pyfer try to stop pickpockets in Boston. That could work. New York, crash through Ariel's fucking wall. Don't kiss it. Crash through Ariel's wall like the fucking Kool-Aid man and go on the show in person. Who else is in New York that I could meet up with? Oh, they're from Philly. All right, so if I go to Pittsburgh, they'd be around there then, right? That's Pittsburgh, right? Who's from Boston then? I don't want to meet up with fucking Rob Font. I don't know then. We'll see. Pyfer and Brady are from Philly. Okay. Pittsburgh's far from Philly. Pennsylvania? Oh, Philly's the city. Okay, I maybe go to, well, I don't know. Maybe I go to Philadelphia. That's where the, what's it called is, right? The Rocky Balboa stuff, right? Philadelphia. That is in Pennsylvania, but it's far from Pittsburgh. Oh, I see what you mean. Pennsylvania is literally the size of Germany. Okay. That makes sense now. There you go. That's my European brain thinking, I'll just zip across to the other country there on the side of it. No, like, okay. Yeah, Pennsylvania is larger than Lithuania, Estonia, Latvia, Finland combined, by the looks of things. No, not Finland. That's pretty big. Do. I think you are really fit. You're fit, but my gosh, don't you know it? TV show called Nashville on E4 in the TV. On the TV. Would you invite Yuri for an interview? He will show you something. Yeah, but I need him to eat a candle first, just to prove it's real. No, I'd do an interview with Yuri. I just think, yes or no, Yuri's wasted on a Zoom call. So, what I might try and do this year, chat, seeing as it might be some of these guys' last years, Holloway interview, you know, shit like that is what I would maybe want to do. That type of stuff. For this next year. Holloway. Some of the legends, you know what I mean? That I might not ever get to speak to again once they're retired. So I'd maybe like to get a Holloway interview for his next fight. I can't really think of any other fucking names right now, but he would do it. Yeah, he said so on stream, right? He said he'd be down. Maybe a Volkanovski interview. Yeah, that could be good. Maybe but I don't know. I feel that's Lucas Tracy's niche. Maybe JDM. Nah, I don't know. Where's the legend at welterweight? They've kind of all dipped, right? I've already done Covington. I ain't doing an Usman interview. I'm not really too interested in that at all. I'd love to get a Strickland interview, but it's just never going to happen. Whittaker. You know what I mean? Robert Whittaker for his next fight. These types of names. Robert Whittaker for his next fight. Maybe a Jan Blachowicz interview. And we can talk about Gothic and The Witcher and video games the whole time. That could be fun. You know Gothic? Yeah, legends are disappearing in this sport, chat. It's scary. Would you invite? I've already read it. Over here laughing at the idea of you getting KFC-style bathrooms installed in the West Country compound because that's where you're most comfortable. Yes. Do 3 real food cookbook ad reads during the stream for free if he wants. So, yeah. Did Tom respond? No response from Tom Aspinall yet, but that's okay. Maybe it'll soften the blow if he ends up losing. Guru does the pegging. Okay. Ask him to give you a cookbook. No. I'm going to re-message Tom tomorrow or something. Just a little follow-up. Noticed you haven't seen my message yet, mate. After all I've done. I know you're going to do a Yahoo Sports interview that gets 80 views on Fight Week. Why can't you cram in an MMA Guru interview as well? Surely there's no excuse to ignore me on this level is what needs to happen. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Thank you for the 2. Diego Lopez versus Holloway at lightweight. Who wins? Holloway would win at lightweight against Diego Lopez. I could see Diego getting overwhelmed by his volume by someone smarter and with a better chin than Gene Silva. Don't forget to grocery shop at Piggly Wiggly. Is there really a place called Piggly Wiggly in America? Ali Abdulaziz is behind this. Yes, true. I know it to be true. It's sure very, very true, folks. It really is. It really, really is. Ask Lucas if you can bake 6 million cookies in 4 ovens. No, we're not going to ruin the whole stream with edginess, all right? We're going to try and do a good trio commentary thing. I don't know how I'm going to do the dono thing for that event. So it's a good thing that it's not a pay-per-view or anything, but we might have to, like, put the dono amount up. I don't know how to do that, but I'm sure I can preset it to something. Thank you for the membership, Kai Simpson. I appreciate it. I didn't really pay any attention. I don't really care about Paulie Malignaggi and Ariel Helwani's beef. Twitter is making accounts country origin public. All these Dagestani glazers are going to be from Pakistan. That is true. Yeah, the Dagestani glazers are going to be fucking exposed as Saudi, Somalian. That's going to be great. Thank you for the 5. That's going to be a great little revolution on Twitter. Also, look how stacked UFC 268 was if you're down. I'll give it a gander. Was that Usman? Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was pretty stacked. But you got to consider at the time, you know these names now, but I'm going to go through it anyway. Usman Covington won. Namajunas versus Zhang. Edgar versus Vera. Shane Burgos, Billy Quarantillo. It is stacked, and that was one of the greatest fights of all time, even though it was overshadowed by Gaethje Chandler. Gaethje and Chandler landed 116 strikes to Gaethje, 103 strikes to Chandler. Burgos and Quarantillo, 193 significant strikes to Burgos in 3 rounds, and 164 to Quarantillo. Absolutely insane. But everyone was quiet during it because they just watched Gaethje Chandler. Absolute casuals. But yeah, Pereira wasn't a big name. That was his debut, and he was the prelim headliner. I know in hindsight it does look stacked, though, yeah. Shabazian Imavov. Imavov's now a big name. But at the time, it wasn't. But I get what you mean. Iaquinta Green. Yeah. Ian Gary on the prelims. But no one knew that yet. How long has it been since you last smoked weed? I haven't in months. I feel much better, and I'm more productive overall. It's been a few years. Thank you for the £5. I think I did for a bit when I got back from South Africa, but that's about it.